It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's news time. I'm your host, Andrew, and as always, we have a jam-packed new news show with 3 stories just ready to go. Be sure to watch the whole show, as we don't want our third story to feel sad and neglected, right? Anyway, today we're going to be talking about a new, exciting, revitalized, DogeCoin foundation with some big names involved. Binance getting serious about compliance around money laundering, and last but certainly not least, Jamaica addressing CBDC privacy concerns. So first, let's talk Doge. Please note, it's currently taking every ounce of my being to avoid using much or wow in this section, so let's power through before I cave to the meme. For those of you who have managed to avoid the DogeCoin hype train for this long, here's a quick refresher. DogeCoin was created back in late 2013 as a satirical take on cryptocurrency hype. Since then, it has had quite an interesting ride. Being constantly memed by Tesla CEO Elon Musk, praised by Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban, and hyped by countless Doge bros across the internet. Back in early 2021, a single Dogecoin was worth well under a penny, but it has since ballooned, hitting a high of around 73 cents in early May, before settling down to about 30 cents as of the time of this recording. And that takes us to today's actual story, where the DogeCoin Foundation has announced a new leadership team, and it is quite the lineup. Along with Dogecoin co-creator Billy Markus, Ethereum's Vitalik Buterin and Elon Musk are among the crypto luminaries participating in what the newly reinvigorated DogeCoin Foundation hopes will be a drive towards more actual utility. Specifically, that means accelerating the development efforts by establishing a paid team of core developers and launching a series of projects to add utility to what it calls the broader Dogecoin ecosystem. These will, quote, complement the current core wallet to enable faster integration and easier APIs for financial, social, and charitable projects wishing to use Dogecoin, the group said. Quote, we believe that the success of Dogecoin is through broad global adoption and utility, and intend to focus on projects that increase Dogecoin uptake at a grassroots level. Finally, it announced 4 project values, being useful, personable, welcoming, and reliable, and reads, quote, we are developing a currency for the people, and we strive to do only good every day. For our next story, it's time to explore everyone's favorite subject, compliance and regulation. As we've reported in recent stories, governments across the world have been cracking down on crypto exchanges, since these platforms can be used by unscrupulous parties for illegal activities, such as money laundering or scamming. Unsurprisingly, the largest exchanges have been the largest targets of government ire, and there are few targets bigger than Binance. Rather than sitting around waiting for governments to come knocking, Binance has taken a, quote, proactive compliance policy, attempting to get in front of any incoming legislation or regulation. The latest step in this policy involves hiring Greg Monahan, a former IRS Criminal Investigations Division cop. Mr. Monahan joins Binance as its new head of anti-money laundering. Monahan spent the last 5 years of his tenure at IRS Criminal Investigations as a supervisory special agency, and then acting assistant special agent in charge, leading investigations into tax-related financial crimes and money laundering. According to Monahan, quote, my efforts will be focused on expanding Binance's international anti-money laundering, AML, and investigation programs, as well as strengthening the organization's relationships with regulatory and law enforcement bodies worldwide. A note, Binance is the parent company of CoinMarketCap. And finally, our last news story of the day takes us to Jamaica. Unfortunately, not literally, as I really would like to be sipping rum out of a coconut on a beach. Firstly, let's talk CBDCs. In early 2019, a report by the Bank of International Settlements indicated that almost all nations have begun to investigate the possible use of their own CBDC. A CBDC, or central bank digital currency, is essentially a digital version of a country's actual fiat currency. Though nearly all countries are exploring this option, certain countries are a bit further along with their adoption, such as China, Sweden, and yes, Jamaica. The Caribbean nation started rolling out its CBDC pilot this week, minting $1.5 million worth of digital JMD. While it is looking for a more widespread rollout in 2022, the introduction of digital currencies has raised concerns among citizens about financial privacy. The privacy aspect is something frequently brought up in CBDC discussions, as the use of digital currencies does leave a trail with each transaction. As a result, money changing hands can hypothetically be monitored rather easily. Despite these concerns, the Bank of Jamaica has indicated that the ability to track transactions could only be achieved through a court order. According to the bank, quote, "Due to the fact that CBDC has a digital footprint, the ability to track exists. However, this information is not shared with the Bank of Jamaica and any other authority due to customers' confidentiality and data protection." With the potential for governments to track transactions with CBDCs, it is likely that all eyes will be on these pilot programs. Citizens will then be able to ensure that governments have indeed kept their word. Time will tell. And time has told me that these are our news stories for today. If you've learned something, why not give this video a thumbs up? If you want even more daily news videos, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel? If you'd like to explore these stories with full articles, or just want to learn more about crypto in general, go ahead and ask Alex in the description below. I've been your host, Andrew, and we'll see you tomorrow.